going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, guys, I am doing something that I've actually done twice before, but it's such an asked and requested video that we have to do it again. Now, if you couldn't tell from the intro, this thing is just absolutely just disgusting, guys. It's nasty, it's dirty, it has to be washed. I mean, bad. If you've seen from my last video, you should know that we went to Outback this weekend, and it is absolutely mandatory after every single ride to give your four-wheeler a nice clean wash. Like I said, I've done this before, but everybody's always like, Diego, how do you keep your four-wheeler so clean? What do you do? Do a tutorial. Alright, you guys asked for it, I'm gonna give it to you. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I wash my four-wheeler, and I'm gonna show you all the key important products and things you will need. Alright, so first off, you're gonna need a wash bucket. Inside of your wash bucket, you're gonna need a mitt. This is important. You need a mitt. You're gonna need your preferred soap. Now, you can just honestly use Dawn dish soap, but this being a premium model with premium paint, you're gonna want to use the premium soap. So put that on the side, and where you going? Stay still. You're also gonna need a pressure washer, obviously, but this right here, guys, this is just the cream on top of the cake. SC1 high gloss coating. If you do not SC1 your bike after every single ride, you should start to. It is an absolute must. Not only does it extend the life of all your plastics, it also keeps and helps maintain this thing super duper clean. Like, just look at this thing. I know it's not crazy dirty, but for after a mud park, honestly, you could get away with just hosing this thing down with SC1 on it. And last but not least, you need a foam cannon. If you have never used a foam cannon to wash your cars or your four-wheelers, after today's video, you are gonna want to buy one. So to not make this video too long, let's just dive straight into it. I'm gonna put my GoPro on, give you that nice first-person view, and let me show you just how you can make your four-wheeler look as if it just came off the showroom floor. All right, we're on the GoPro now. We have a pressure washer right here. You can use a gas or electric. Honestly, it doesn't matter. As long as you use a pressure washer, you need that pressure to get all this mud off of it. We also have our bucket of water here with our mitt and our foam cannon, which will actually come into play very shortly. But first things first, guys, get your pressure washer, and you're just gonna wash and water this thing down. Absolutely all the plastics, everything on it. You're just gonna knock all this mud that was on it, you're just gonna knock it off. You can't get lazy with it. You have to get every spot, every crevice. This is going to be like the initial knockdown. You're going to knock down all the grime with this. You have to get close and personal. I mean, if you don't, it's not going to come out the same. All right, so watch this right here. Watch my snorkel horn. Yeah, you guys probably can't tell, but look. Look at that SC1 just knocking down all that water. It just slides off. It's honestly like ceramic coating for four-wheelers. Now, if you haven't noticed from my four-wheeler, for some odd reason, we actually took our fender flares off. Why? Honestly, I wasn't too sure. I saw somebody without them, and I thought it looked pretty good, so we took them off. It looks a lot more sporty. It gives you, honestly, more like of a sport feeling, and it, you know, it almost resembles a Renegade, but it gives you more of a sporty looking feeling. We ended up filling the holes with little Allen key screws, so honestly, it looks a lot better, and I like it. So like I mentioned before, honestly, the SC1 makes it such a breeze and so easy to wash this thing, but that does not mean, you know, leave it a week without being washed. If you do go riding, honestly, try to wash it the next day or, you know, the second day. I mean, that's the max you should wait, though. Because what this mud does, it really, you know, stays on the plastics and stains them. It's very, very important for you to get this knocked out after every single ride. If you care about your machine. If not, I mean, leave it months. You know, don't even wash it. It's fine. But if you're like me and you like to leave things looking good and looking semi brand newish, definitely take this tutorial and wash your four-wheeler as often as you can. You know, head to the back and, you know, give your exhaust some water. You know, she's hungry too. And, you know, wash this thing how it's supposed to be washed. Turn on the halos while we're doing the back so you guys can see how good those RJWC neutrinos look, man. God, they look so good. So I've almost done a whole walk around now, and I've pretty much gotten all the, you know, tight places knocked off, the majority of the mud at least. We'll knock it off. You're gonna want to get under your fenders. Very important. You gotta get absolutely everything, guys. You can't leave anything. Now, to a lot of you guys might just leave it like this, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if I get nice and close, I mean, you see this? The water knocks off the majority of it, but if we get real close, there's still, I mean, tons of just mud everywhere that just doesn't come off unless you really scrub into it. So that's where this comes into play. Like I said, wait for it. If you have never used a foam cannon, after my video right now, I'm gonna leave the link in the description to where I bought this. I think I bought it on Amazon for about 15 or 20 bucks. And just watch, guys. It's an absolute must. Just watch, guys. Ready? I'm gonna have to adjust the nozzle a little bit. Woohoo! Look at that. This thing makes getting soap on your four-wheeler so easy. So easy. It's literally snowing in June, guys. Come on, tell me that does not look so freaking cool. So what you do, you take this foam cannon, take your soap, and get it everywhere. Under the fender flares, under the tires, behind the tires, around the tires, into the exhaust like the water. Sheesh, it looks so good. Look at all the soap that this thing produces. Like, come on, guys. There's absolutely nothing better on the market than this. Look at this thing. How to get your four-wheeler soapy in 2 seconds. Alright, so it's been about 2 minutes. I've honestly just been letting it marinate on here just so we can get off the rest of this mud so easily. Oh, it makes the plastics just so buttery smooth. But next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get your bucket. You're going to want to get your water with your mitt, your glove, whatever you want to do. And just pat down and go across all of these plastics. This is the final step. This is what really honestly helps it out. Other than the SC1, of course, this is probably one of the bigger, more important steps that just gets this thing just looking so good. You're going to want to get all the plastics, even down here where your feet go in the floorboards. My poor 4x4 Visco 4-lock sticker's coming off. I'm so sad about that, but either way, you got to get all the plastics, boys. Like I said, you can just, spray this down with water and just call it a day. But at the end of the day, if you go to a park, and if I was to park my four-wheeler next to somebody that does that, you're going to be able to see the difference. And you're going to be like, dang, I should start, putting a little bit more effort into washing my machine. But a lot of people won't care to do it either, which is fine, it's your machine. You do whatever you want with it. But at the end of the day, when you see it nice and clean, it's just that satisfactory feeling coming out to, wherever you have your four-wheeler parked, whether it's your garage, a building, or if you just have it stashed outside, just looking at it when it's clean, honestly, it's just the best feeling in the world. It's like, dang, that's a good-looking unit. You are going to want to get your wheels, of course. And honestly, like I said, it's just that extra effort that goes a long way. This thing's starting to look so much better already, honestly. And there you have it, boys. So we got to get the pressure washer, knock the rest of the soap off, because there is, soap here and there that we have to still get off. So, like I said, after you soap it down, the only thing you're going to want to do is get the rest of the soap that is still laying on top of it. Start from top to bottom, knock all the soap down, knock it off. Now, if you do have an XMR Outlander, it's kind of important for you to always run water through this radiator after every ride. Mine wasn't too muddy, but sometimes, there's just mud pouring out of this thing for about 2 solid minutes. And I think that's it. I think we're good to go. And there you have it, guys. Woo! That is how I wash my four-wheeler. Now, you don't have to. You can just leave this out in the sun to dry. But the problem with that is going to give you water spots, all over this thing. And, if, like I said, if you care about it, you're not going to do that. So what I do, I have a little bit of fun with it. So instead of just waiting for all this water to just naturally come off, I take it for a rip. And I force the water to come off. Alright, so it should be nice and warmed up now. Woohoo! That RJWC exhaust sounds so good. It never fails to amaze me. Woohoo! Dang, that thing sounds so good. Like I said, I don't wait for these water spots or all these water, molecules to just come off naturally. I force them off. Woohoo! Oh, let's go! 60, 70, oh, shoot, 75, 78, 79, 80, baby. I'm just getting pelted with water. Now, if you would have see my last video, somewhere in the video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that my belt's going out. Because it's just, I feel like it's not grabbing how it used to. It doesn't have the same power. I don't think, woo, woo. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's losing power motor-wise. I think just the belt has, you know, gone through so much abuse. It's just literally like barely grabbing on, and it's just not, it's not pulling as hard as it would when I first got it. So we're gonna definitely have to change out the belt. So with that being said, it's a must, guys. We have to do it. Woo! Let's go. All right, let's rip one more wheelie. If you look up here, I mean, all the water that was just on here, it's I mean, what's left, it's almost nothing. So wheelie time, let's go. Man, wheeling this thing is so easy. Even with a bad belt, it's so easy. This thing just picks right up. Alright, one more. Let's do a power wheelie. Like nothing, baby, man. This thing just picks up like nothing. Real quick, before we get home, I want to give a shout out to Iron Horse, just because, you know, they were the company that sold me my four-wheeler, and honestly, to this day, I still stand and say that they're probably one of the best dealerships in the Carolinas. And, you know, before we actually do the nice final touch to this thing, once again, if you are interested in probably getting some RJWC products, if you have been thinking about it, it's a must, guys. We have the Neutrino 2 Halos by RJWC, which looks so good. And to complement it and to pair it up, we also have the tail lights, which honestly, there's nothing better on the market than these tail lights and the headlights. We also have, of course, we gotta rep RJWC exhaust, because I mean, that's just one bad exhaust, guys. So we're gonna get back home, give the nice final touch to this thing. Woo woo! Alright, I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna go get the SC1 can, and I'm gonna just show you how much of a difference SC1 does. Alright, so we got the SC1 now. The one thing that is kind of sucky about SC1 is it is on the pricier side. It's about $10 a bottle, but guys, there's nothing like it. Look at this side. Look at the side. It looks nice, black, and then this side, I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but this side's nice, black. This side's very, very dull. So what I do, I just go all throughout the whole entire machine and just spray this all over everything. Like I said, I run this on all the plastics. I mean, I run this on the whole entire four-wheeler, even on the seat. Even down here by the floorboards, like I said, you got to go that extra mile to make it look like it came off of that showroom floor. Gotta make sure you get the wheels. Gotta leave these things looking glossy black, baby. And once you gotten everything, that is it, guys. Let me get you the bigger camera so you guys can get a better view of this thing. All right, so if you guys look at it now, everything is just, I mean, absolutely just rich plastics. And what's awesome about SC1, it also hides a lot of the scratches, because I actually do have a lot of scratches here from whenever I'm like putting up my feet up here or whatever the case may be. But SC1 covers a ton of these scratches, and like I said, it makes everything look so good. Now, like I said, it is on the pricier side for SC1. It's about $10 a bottle or a can. But like I said, the end results, I mean, yeah, you can use tire shine, but when it comes to mudding and water riding and all of that, all the water, I mean, just comes right off. And you know what? We're actually gonna do a demonstration right now. All right, let's start it, and let's actually put it in the shade. Whew. That sounds so good. All right. So right here we have a freshly cracked water bottle. Let me show you guys. Let me put this on the fender and just look how it just literally slides off. It beads up and it slides right off. Even the seat. Ready? Look at that. Look at that. It just beads up and slides right off. And I mean, that's absolutely all over the four-wheeler. It just leaves it like glass, guys. It's amazing. So the only semi-bad thing about SC1 is that it is $10 a can, but like I said, you just cannot top the results of it. But that's gonna be the end of the video. If you guys did like the video and if you did find it informative, please do me a solid, smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, with the bell, guys, so you do not miss my next upload. And that's the cycle of it, boys. You get it clean, you get it dirty, you get it clean. Now it's time to get it dirty again. But if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, please do me a favor, smash the thumbs up, subscribe. Well, stay tuned for the next video. We are mudding. I don't know where, but I definitely want to go somewhere different. And I actually don't mind driving a couple hours, so drop down the best ATV parks in or around North Carolina, and I might just see you guys there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.